I like the first version of it that you had.
Yeah, we do too.
We'll play the white rover.
I noticed it right off. It was a different one.
Never.
It was more fun.
Completely.
No more.
I played that song all the time.
Rover. No, never. No more. Lady me money, respect.
Did you wait for the photos on these two?
Oh, Colleen did it.
Oh, because I noticed some difference in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Just Colleen did it. Right, Rover.
She still work here?
Yeah, she works here.
So Jeff can't do any of this now?
She can't have her own show, and she can't do my show.
Why?
I have to pay her $50 to do it.
Oh, now she's a professional.
Yeah, yeah.
So you pay her and she gives it back.
I don't have the $50 I pay her. Nay, never. Oh, nay, never. No, come on, Carol. Rover. Engine 11. Nay, never. Never, no more. Even had Darth Vader clapping.
I saw that.
Nay, never. Come on, Joe.
I do it at home.
No, never, no more. Good evening, and welcome to tonight's edition of Issues in Safety. I'm your host and producer, Joe FitzPatrick. And I didn't know that my guest was going to come with a shirt and tie, otherwise I would have. But I have former Waterbury police officer, former Waterbury police commissioner, and former Prospect police officer, Joe Savoy.
Thank you, Joe, for inviting me.
And former president of the Town Plot Neighborhood Association, which I belong to.
Oh, you joined it now? After I left, you joined.
Well, I've been in and out.
Yeah.
I've been in and out. As my guest tonight, and we have a lot of issues to talk about.
Yes.
And I guess the biggest thing that you want to talk about is the new senior citizen center up at
Chase Park House.
Chase Park. Okay. The floor is yours, Joe.
Okay. A few years ago, when I was president of the Town Plot Association, we talked about the idea of a senior center. I approached our state legislators at that time, it was Representative D'Amelio, Berger, and Senator Hartley, and they proposed a bill. They're all for that district.
They're all still incumbents. Right?
Yes.
Right.
They submitted a bill to Hartford. I went down to Hartford. I spoke in front of the committee. We had a lot of support for it, but at that time, things were bad. We're starting to get bad, and they're worse now, but at that time they were getting bad, so we weren't able to get the money. So it kind of lay dormant for a while, and my term as president of the Town Plot Association was coming up to be renewed. And I've been president for over 12 years up there, and
Time takes a toll.
Time takes a toll. One of the reasons was every time there's a new administration, new things happen, better things happen. And I felt at this time it was more important for me to work on the Senior Citizen Center that I feel Waterbury desperately needs.
Okay, they've been talking about this one out in the East End for over 10, 12 years. You know,
Yeah.
Out there across from Engine 5, at the old Madison place. Senior citizens, seniors, a funeral home and a senior citizen center.
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah, go to a senior citizen, croak, and then we'll just have a real quick removal to take over to
And
the
just
funeral.
across the street is a cemetery.
Yeah, right up the street.
It's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, right.
But my interest now became solely to get the center started. And the way I did it before was a good start, but I felt I couldn't donate my time being president of the association and some of the other things that I do and really, truly work towards getting the senior citizen center started. So what I did was I organized a board of directors that is separate from everything else. We incorporated, and we've applied for a 501c3, which means when we do build this center, it will be ran by the board of directors. There won't be any political influence or anything else in it. It'll be strictly ran by that board, with cooperation from the city, which we are getting tremendous cooperation right now.
The city is backing up.
The city is backing. I went back to the mayor and asked him if our invitation to build on Chase Park House was still available. And he said definitely. He was in favor of it before. He's in favor of it now.
But now, is this going to interfere with the East End one, or?
No. Although we're calling the center Town Plot Center for Seniors, this is open to any senior citizen. We'll even accept out-of-town people if they want to belong. We're not saying this is a Town Plot Center, although it is in Town Plot, and it will be called Town Plot Senior Center. It's going to be available to any senior that wants to join and be involved. Our building plans, which we are working on right now, is for a 10,000 square foot building. What we would like to ideally see is a large hall, a kitchen, and we definitely want what I call an infirmary, being from the military, but a first aid room where one of our board members is a nurse, and we could administer the shots in the winter for the flu.
Okay.
If somebody takes ill at the center, we'll be able to administer first aid until EMS could come there. We're going to have a few other rooms where we could have a sewing room where women will be able to go in and embroider or sew, because what we'd like to do is make stuff there. The members are going to do all of this. We're asking that our members be involved, not just come to the center. We want them to be involved in the center. We want them to be able to say, we belong to something. We'd like this to become their second home. So what we would do is whatever they would make there, we would donate to charity, to St. Vincent de Paul, for kids that need stuff. We would make clothing and things like that, because there's a lot of seniors out there with the experience that just don't do it anymore.
A lot of experience.
Yeah.
The seniors have more experience than anybody else.
Yes.
Right.
Also, we're looking to build a little parklet behind the center.
All right, now, I know where the Chase Park House is. It's on Sunnyside and
Yes.
Wilson.
If you go up Sunnyside, it'd be the left side of the park house going towards Highland Avenue.
Okay.
We also will have a parking lot. Our plans are also to have a shuttle bus, because there's a lot of seniors that just can't get out. I wouldn't call them shut-ins, but they don't drive anymore. They may not have someone. We want to be able to say, we'll pick
they
you
live
up.
down at Josephine Towers,
Yeah. We'll pick you up,
Right.
spend as much time as you want at the center. When you're ready to go home, we'll take you home.
And it's very accessible. Exit
Yes.
18, right off of
The highway, anybody can access it.
Very accessible. Right.
Yeah. We're estimating a cost of probably between $1.5 million to $2 million. But I have support from the local administration, the mayor. I have support from our state representatives. I've spoken with Jeff Berger. We're all going to, once we receive our building plan, then we can go out there and we can actually show people what we're going to do. Once that plan is in effect, then we can start looking for money. But the real good thing about us organizing a separate group and a nonprofit group is we'll be able to accept donations. We'll be able to go out after contributions, and these people would be able to claim this on their taxes. So we're not just looking to go after state and local funds, because right now the economy is bad. We're going to be going out to the people, the businesses, and people themselves, and looking for help to build this center.
Probably be more from business. People out there right now don't have the money to do it.
We're not, that's one of the things that we're not asking is for the people to pay to belong. That's not going to be your requisition. You want to belong, you can belong. We don't expect you to pay money.
Okay, you said you would accept members from outside of Waterbury?
Sure, no problem. They're senior citizens. They could be a member of the Senior Citizen Center. We're also going to be doing meals like breakfast and a light lunch. When it comes to that, we may say, well, we're going to ask you to pay $1.50 a meal or something like that, just to offset the cost.
Right.
But it's going to be something that this city has talked about. As you know, they talked about putting one up on off of Reedville Drive, a large building. It was a big thing during one of the campaigns.
Yeah,
but
the one out of Madison.
Yeah, it never came to fruition.
You know what, I think you're going to get this one going before they get any of those other ones.
I would like to see us get this going as soon as possible.
Yes. Well, knowing you for as many years as I've known you, I believe that you have the fortitude to be able to get this going. And all these other people who talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk, I think you can get it done.
Well, again, like I said, I believe Waterbury needs this. The senior citizens need it.
Right.
In my opinion, I feel that we don't do enough for senior citizens. Once they reach that status, it's like, we don't need you no more. But they still have a lot to offer. Our seniors have a lot to offer.
They contributed a lot.
And they contribute a lot. But they're still active. They can still do a lot.
Right.
And they need a place where they can go and be comfortable. And this is what we want to give them. Now, we do have, we're going to be holding a couple fundraisers to help us get going, because the cost of just getting it up and running is very high. I know we can't talk about price, but
we can give dates for the fundraiser.
Yeah,
we can give your phone number, my phone number, your email, my email. We can do that. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to get our ass thrown off the air. But that's happened before.
One of the big things is our costs for the filing for the 501c. That's not cheap. Our cost to have a plan, the building plan to be done, is not cheap.
You need to hire an architect.
Well, that's it. And we do have somebody that will do it. Right now, we're going to work off a basic plan, but when we actually get ready to build, we have to have a professional plan done. And that's not cheap.